Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. You were looking at the Sony 950G, which is actually my pick for top display so far in 2019. Now, the 950G has gotten criticized for not being a huge upgrade over the already excellent 900F by myself actually and some others, but that isn't a bad thing as the 900E, the 900F were already amazing displays. Now, my issues with the 950G is its zone count, that it hasn't actually moved up much in terms of its specs. Where it has moved up though quite a bit is with its Dolby Vision implementation over the 900F, and also its peak brightness is a good deal brighter than the 900F and the already excellent 900E. That is substantial, as those displays, as good as they are, aren't quite as bright as the QLEDs are. Now, what they have worked on, to my dismay, is the viewing angle, which actually I will say is better. I showed the Q900R. They are better. Next to me is the lower end. What is this? This is actually the 800G, which is lower end and edge lit. You can see how that washes out. Not a fair comparison, but you can see where they have improved pretty substantially. Now, why is it my early pick? Well, the 900E and the 900F were the safest mid to high range displays in the last few years. No problem recommending either one of them, as they just did everything very well. Nothing amazing or crazy, but all really good all around. The 950G does follow that. And like I said, the addition to peak brightness brings it closer to the very bright 930E, not quite there, but close, which is really the perfect display, as the 930E was edge lit. The 950G is still full array. The lack of zones is a little concerning, however, it's the implementation that's important. Now, up close, it has some blooming around the Sony logo, which is, I saw that on the 900R behind me, which is 8K. So the picture is beautiful, but I would easily recommend the Sony 950G to anybody looking for a display. It is an upgrade over the 900F. Is it substantial? Only in terms of peak brightness, and that Dolby Vision implementation is better on the 950G. By how much? I'm not sure, but if it is better, it is a plus. I believe the 900F can be fixed with a patch in terms of its Dolby Vision app, but the 950G is very impressive, and my early pick for best display of 2019, especially in terms of the ratio of price to performance. Now, that doesn't mean the other displays from Samsung and others don't outperform it. We're also not talking about OLED, we're talking about LEDs. We're still waiting for the other companies to come out with their stuff. And we have TCL and Hisense are going to make noise this year, but very early, the 950G is my most recommended and safest pick. Now, some of you have had broken 900Es or 900Fs just due to moving. Ghostface, I believe it said that. The 950G is an excellent upgrade. Now, if you have a 900F or a 900E already, I wouldn't say that you should upgrade to this display. It's not that much better. The blooming you're seeing here is not on the camera, but it's impressive. I do enjoy it. I think it's nice. The design is actually pretty nice, sturdy, relatively thin, though I think all these displays are taking a step back in terms of their build quality. Again, off viewing angle, the 800, in comparison to, now it's full array, but that wouldn't help viewing angle, but it's definitely nicer to the side than it has been in the past. So far, again, 2019, 950G, probably your safest, most reliable bet in terms of performance and cost. Not super crazy specs, but bright enough, excellent Dolby Vision implementation, better than in past years. 950G is just, again, a good all-around display, just like its 900F and 900E before it. And these are the displays I have no problem recommending to anybody. Sony 950G, my favorite thus far of 2019. All right, guys, thank you as always. Take care.